Hello and welcome to the Scratch coding class. In today's video we'll be continuing with the Lego Mindstorms Ev3 guide and building this robot, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and let's get started. Today we're going to be building a drawing robot, and I'm going to split this robot up into 3 different parts, and this is the first part, which is the driving base, and here are all the pieces shown. There aren't many new pieces. This piece is a new one, so the idea is you can connect beams that are perpendicular, but we're just going to use it for the wheels here, these small wheels. So the first step is we're going to get these O-frames and we're going to join them together using this piece, and then after that we're going to get some friction pins. We're going to put one here and then one here. Then we're going to add an H-frame, like so, and we're just going to repeat that on the other side. Okay, once you've done that, we're going to add these pieces. You want to add them inside the H-frame, so one like this, and then repeat the same on the other side, and then do that for the other H-frame. Okay, next step is to add some pins onto the parts we just added. Then we're going to put the brick on top. So one here, another one here, and then 2 on the other side. And now we can just put the brick on top, like so. And make sure it's at the center, like this. This part is definitely quite difficult to do. There we go, clicked very nicely. Next part is the motors. So what you want to do, we're going to do the right wheel first. So motor like this, put a 5 long axle through it, then add a yellow spacer, and then you want the flat side of the tire in, like so. We're going to repeat the same for the left side. Okay, once you've done that, now we need to add the motors into the bit that we just did. So if you flip the robot upside down, this will make it a wee bit easier. And then we're going to put a motor like this, and then another motor like this. So the easiest way to do that is using those red pieces that I put down on the table. So I'll do one motor first. So what you need to do is you want to put it through the holes at the very end, so one here and then another one here. We're going to repeat the same with the other motor. Perfect. And now what you want to do is turn the robot like this. You're going to add a pin here, but don't push it all the way through, just push it like a bit in, and then we're going to do the same right here. Repeat the same for the other motor. Now we are going to do the back wheels. So the idea is we're going to have the wheels like this. So that's just one of them right here at the back. So first of all, get this piece, and then you want to go here and then put one pin at the very bottom of it, and then attach a wheel like so. And then you're going to repeat the same for the other side. So piece here, pin at the bottom, and then add this wheel. And we're going to have it at the back here. So first of all, you get 2 pins, put them through these holes, and then put them at the back. You could maybe put them at the front, but I just want this robot to be as compact as it can and not have wheels sticking out. Repeat the same for the other side, but don't do it this way. You want to do it the other way, so it's facing the other direction. Then put it through those 2 holes. Okay, there we go. That is the driving base of the robot complete. Next, I'm going to do the medium motor, and these are the pieces that you'll need for it. First step is to get your motor. Make sure it's facing like this, and then what you want to do is you want to get a 3 long axle and put it through the middle of the motor like so, and then we are going to need to attach this piece on like this. So what we look over here, so we've got some cross holes, so we're going to use these blue pieces. Going to put one in on either side. Then you want it is very important, facing horizontally like this. Push it right in. Then you need to get this small bevel gear and then put it in like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add one of these pieces, make sure the end is flat, and then we're going to add a spacer here. Then we're going to add this piece, and then finally we're going to add the big bevel gear. And if you remember the video on gears, bevel gears are used to transfer perpendicular motion between axles. This is what we're going to do here. We're going to create a lifting up and down mechanism. So as you can see here, lifts up and down. You could use knob wheels for this, but I'm just going to use the bevel gear because we haven't really done a lot with bevel gears, so just thought it would be a good idea to do it. Then the next step is we're going to add these pieces on either end. So we'll do this bit first. So one end, put a blue pin like so. Do that for all 4 of them. Once you've done that, put them on the motor. So you want them on the round holes, so 2 each side. Perfect. And now we're going to get this angled piece. The idea is we're going to put one in like that. So what we need is we need one of these red pieces at the very end, and then we just need one of these blue pieces on the other one. So we look like this. Repeat the same for the other side. Great, so we have something that looks like this. Now we need to add this piece on, and we are going to do that like this. So we're going to need one of these blue pieces, put at the very end, and then put a black one beside it. And then you want to put it in the first 2 round holes from the bottom, so right here. And then make sure it's facing out the way, not in the way. Repeat the same for the other side. Okay, that is our medium motor mechanism complete. I'm not going to attach it to the driving base just yet, so we're going to do the pen holder. So these are the pieces that you'll need, and you just need a pen, something like this. You can use a thicker pen, but for the design I'm using, I'm just using a small pen, but you can modify the design if you want. Just something about this will do. Then a wee bit of blue tack or something like sellotape just to stick it down. That can also help. It's not essential, but it's just nice to have. Everything else is pretty straightforward, so let's get building. First you want to grab the 15 long beam, and then not the hole at the top, but the hole just below it. You want to add a 3 long axle. Then you want to put this piece in on one side, and then the same piece on the other side, and make sure they're facing the same way. Okay, there we go. And then you want to do the same on the 5th hole. So count from the bottom. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. On hole number 5, you want to put in another 3 axle. Then you want to repeat the same thing as you did above. Like so. We're going to get one of these red beams, and then the idea is we're going to join these together like this. So we're going to get a really long axle for this. So this is a 7 long, I think. And then on the very end of the red beam, put the axle through. Then you want to put it through these 2 things right there. Then we're going to repeat the same for the very bottom. But make sure it's not the bottom hole, it's the one from the bottom this time. So we want to push the axles a bit further in, so they're a bit even on both sides. Then we're going to add a yellow spacer onto each side. And I deliberately use longer axles because if you have a thicker pen, I'm going to show you how this works in a minute, but you want to use 2 black beams instead of 1, like what I've done. So you need to modify this design if you have a thicker pen you want to use. Oh, my mistake, you're not meant to put the spacers in, you're meant to put the red beam in and then the spacers, so apologies for that. Make sure it's the same as the other side, and then now we can add the spacers. Okay, that's done, and then after we do that, we're going to flip the pen holder around this way, and you see this is free to move, which is the whole point of it. Then we're going to get this piece. The idea is we're going to attach it on like this. Hope you can see that. So first of all, this bit we can just do this. So get one of these blue pins, and then you need to get another blue pin, and then put it through like this. Perfect. So let me show you what's going on here before we finish. So we can put the pen through like this, and this is why I said you might want some blue tack or sellotape, because you want to secure the pen to this thing. So I just put a bit of blue tack there, and the idea is you want this bit's free to move for a reason. You want this put down, so it's like basically clamping against the pen like so, and this is how it will look. So we're going to have the pen at the bottom, and then the media motor is going to lift this up and down, and that's going to control the drawing of the robot. Now we're going to attach everything together. So on this hole right here, if you look closely, you want to put in this axle, and then you want to attach a blue axle pin on this piece, and then put it through the axle, and then attach it on, and you want it like this. Push the axle through, and then what we can do is we now attach this onto the media motor mechanism. So we can do it like this. Okay, there we go. That's our nice lifting mechanism, and now we can put this on to the driving base. So if I get the driving base here, the reason why I've left those pins is so we can put them through. So you want it through the round holes only, so the steps a bit annoying. So that's one side. You're going to repeat the same for the other side. And there we have it. This is our robot. As you can see, got a nice pen. And then you want to adjust the position of the pen so it's touching the ground just about when you put it down like this. And then the idea is the media motor will lift it up and down. And now you just need to do the wires, and I'm going to do port A for the medium motor and port B and C for the large motors. So I'll see you when I finish that. So if you go into Scratch, you can control the lifting mechanism for the motor. So if you move motor A anti-clockwise, it will lift the pen up, and if you move it clockwise, then it will put the pen back down again. So let's just see this in action very quickly. Okay, there you go. Hope you saw that very clearly. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make the robot actually draw something on the page, so we're going to make it move forward. Here's the code to make the robot move forward, and make sure you have the page held down when you're doing this. Let's just test this out. Okay. Hope you can see this, but there's a straight line drawn by the robot when it moves forward. So the idea is you could make the robot draw different shapes. If you have a big enough page and you can get it to turn and lift the pen, you can actually make it, if you're really good at programming, you can make it draw your own name on the page. There's also things you can do with this robot, but that's going to be it for today's video of the Scratch coding class. I hope you really enjoyed this look at a drawing robot, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.